In the name of God, the merciful, the compassionate, it is my pleasure to welcome His Excellency, the President, as a dear guest and a President of the people of Croatia, the friends to whom we express all appreciation and respect. Our meeting today with Your Excellency was fruitful, as we have discussed the peace process since the issuance of the Quartet Declaration on the 23rd of September, through the exploratory meetings, which were under the auspices of the brother Kingdom of Jordan, and until the decisions that were taken by the Arab Council of Ministers of the Arab League 2 days ago. I've explained to His Excellency that the current deterioration in the political process between us and Israel is attributed to the violation of the Israeli government for the signed agreements and their non-compliance in the decisions of international legitimacy and the Quartet declarations and the roadmap, and the Israeli government's persistence on imposing facts on the ground through settlement activity and the wall and expropriation of Palestinian land, occupied Palestinian land, including Jerusalem. Such a situation has made the two-state solution not possible and not acceptable by us. We reject the one-state solution and we want the two-state solution, but Israeli behavior is leading the whole situation into a one-state, and this is something we reject. As the Palestinian National Authority has lost its control over most of the Palestinian territories, whose powers have been transferred to the Palestinian Authority in accordance to the Oslo Accord in 1993. In this regard, we will not accept the continuation of the situation, and soon we will take the measures that had been agreed with the Arab states. At the same time, we continue to be compliant and committed to negotiations that would lead to a two-state solution based on Israel's commitment to international agreements and the two-state solution and the 1967 borders. As for the Palestinian reconciliation, I have informed His Excellency the President about the recent developments, and in this regard we would like to assert that we are moving forward in reconciliation and we are determined to achieve it until we reach elections and ending division once for all. We also agreed with His Excellency the President on the importance of improving and developing bilateral relations between the two countries in various fields, such as health, education, culture, including intensifying exchange of visits among officials and businessmen in a manner that would achieve the interests of both peoples. Finally, I welcome you, Your Excellency, and your accompanying delegation, and we welcome you in Palestine. Thank you.
Mr. President, firstly, let me thank for your warm hospitality. My delegation and myself, we are delighted by your hospitality. This meeting is very important for us. Firstly, we have to stress that now we decided to exchange representatives. Our representative will be active from Cairo. Secondly, it's very important that we agree to make our political consultation more intensive. And thirdly, it's very important that we concluded that economical, cultural, and all the other cooperation between our nations is very important. It was very important for me and for my delegation to recognize your position in relations here in the region. Croatia is also a Mediterranean country, and we are very, very interested that our common area is area of peace, security, stability, and democracy. We are strongly supporting negotiations, and negotiations are the only possible tool to reach final and appropriate agreement between Israeli and Palestinian people. We consider our visit today as some kind of continuation of our good relation, but entering new stage, more intensive stage of cooperation, and so I have to confirm that we are very willing to develop our relations, that we are very willing to contribute good relations in whole area, in whole Mediterranean, and to contribute to the peace and security of the region. So, Mr. President, thank you very much for your hospitality. Thank you very much for your opinion about global situation, about the situation in the region, and thank you for information on your views on current situation here in this very region. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
علي صوافطة من وكالة رويترز.
Ali Sawafta from Reuters. Mr. President, I have two questions. One is related to when the Doha agreement will start to be implemented regarding the setting up of the government, and is there a deadline for receiving a response from Netanyahu? In Cairo, you said that you will send a letter to Netanyahu. Is there a deadline to get a result? Mr. Croatian President, how can Croatia contribute to support international efforts to restore the peace process? Regarding the Doha agreement, we signed it in order to implement it, and there is no room for retreating. When we spoke about this agreement, we asserted that we want to form a government, a transitional government consisting of independent figures and technocrats. Such a government has two tasks. The first is to rebuild Gaza Strip, and the second is to hold elections. So both issues are fundamental for this government. What we have done recently is that at the Arab League, we notified the League about the importance of activating or re-holding the Sharm el-Sheikh conference on the reconstruction of Gaza. As for the issue of elections, we are moving forward, and the Central Elections Commission, which is independent, started working a long time ago, and we hope that they will complete their work, and the government will be ready to follow up matters until elections, because this is a transitional government, as I have said. Is there any other question? We will contact the Israeli government, and we will send a letter to the government about the recent developments. This letter may be sent in less than 1 week.
Definitely Croatia is not big power, and our contribution is our history and our experience. We had war, we had bloody war, and after the war we reached agreement with our neighbors. We have experience in reconciliation, in promoting peace and stability. Our experience how to arrange relations with neighbors is, I think, valuable of to be presented to this area as well.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Ivana Dragicevic from Croatian National Television. I have a question for President Abbas. As we know, Croatia is going to become the newest EU member next year, and we know that Croatia has very good relations with Israel. So how do you see Croatia's role in that triangle, if I may say? And the second question is, we saw that our side is ready to cooperate in economic ways. So what are the fields of the cooperation that Palestinians see in that sense? Thank you.
I will answer the second question first. All levels are important, all aspects are important. When we speak about the cultural level or the level of education or health and economics, all those are important areas. That's why I spoke to His Excellency the President that there is a need to exchange delegations and delegations of businessmen so that each delegation would know what its needs are and what are the needs of the other sides, and so that both parties will have close relations. We want such close relations and will seek them. As for Croatia and its accession to Europe, we are very pleased and we hope that this will happen as we hope in 2013, and we will congratulate you for becoming members of the European Union. And since it's a gain for you, then it will be a gain for us. As for your relations with Israel, we also welcome that your relations with Israel are good. We do not want the world to become enemy of Israel. We want the world to establish normal relations with Israel, because when Croatia has good relations with Israel and good relations with us, this will make Croatia capable of having a say or to do something or to give certain efforts. So, to the opposite, this will not upset us but will please us, that if you have good relations with Israel and with us also good, and we will congratulate you hopefully when you accede to the European Union.
Thank you.